The All Blacks are back on One.
Good evening, I'm Linda Clark and this is Late Edition. Tonight, Alliance leader Jim Anderton ups the ante. He's gone over the heads of his party's president and its ruling council, making a direct plea for support from Alliance members. In an unexpected move, Mr Anderton is seeking a fresh mandate over his handling of coalition politics. Also tonight, the man shot by police in a hostage drama remains in a serious condition in hospital as the reasons behind the shooting begin to emerge. But first, as the Alliance ructions persist, Jim Anderton is laying his own position on the line. He's challenging his critics to come up with a better strategy than providing a stable coalition partner for Labour. And to get support, he's sidestepping both his president, Matt McCartin, and the party's ruling council. Here's political reporter Garth Bray.
Raising the stakes, Jim Anderton seeking a fresh mandate for the direction he's steered the Alliance in coalition.
I'm putting up a very clear, simple strategy and saying that's what I thought we were doing, that's what I thought everyone was signed up for. Could somebody please tell me if that's not right? And if it isn't, what's the other one?
Jim Anderton and party president Matt McCartin haven't spoken yet this week. Both are playing phone tag, with party whip Grant Gillen acting as the go-between.
I'd rather that we all learn from this particular instance and move on than have it sort of 3 months out from the election, which would be rather unhelpful.
But Jim Anderton's preparing to sidestep his ruling council, an elected president, and go straight to the rank and file if he has to.
I'm asking for all the communications of the Alliance to be directed in one direction. And I'll go out onto the highways and byways and do my share of the communication, but you can't have two messages, that's all I'm saying.
He won't say what the other message is, but while Jim Anderton is doing the talking, he's urging other MPs to pipe down about the row.
He's the leader of the Alliance and has the overwhelming endorsement of the membership and of the caucus, and that as Deputy Prime Minister he also has the confidence of the Prime Minister.
I've said very clearly to you that it is not my intention to discuss these issues publicly. I have no intention of discussing them publicly.
But they'll have plenty to say at next week's party caucus when Jim Anderton details the strategy which he says will take the Alliance through the next election and another 2 besides. The danger for the leader is that not everyone may agree with him.
And joining me now to talk about this is the Alliance President, Matt McCartin. Good evening to you.
Good evening to you.
What is it that Jim Anderton wants, do you think?
Well, that what he's put out today is that he wants some recommitment to the strategy as which he feels as we've signed up to.
Is there a doubt about that strategy?
Well, I hadn't thought so, and Jim is obviously, he didn't think so, sort of either, but it's clear that there seems to be some misunderstanding about whether we're all in agreement.
Well, he says in his statement today that issues aired this week question whether there has been adequate commitment to that strategic direction.
My view is there is difference about Afghanistan in large elements of the party and myself, of course, and others, but that in itself does not mean there is not a commitment to the strategic position. All of us have agreed to a long-term stable commitment with Labour. How that is actually carried out is an issue of tactics and management, and we might have differences about that, but I don't think that any of us have any difference about the strategic
But it's cute
issues.
to pretend that that strategic decision to be sweet with Labour, if you like, which is Jim Anderton's position, isn't causing tension in the party.
Well, there's all degrees, isn't it? I mean, no one is questioning the fundamentals, but it's a question of how far you go on any one issue, and you'll have differences on that. And sometimes, if there's a feeling it's going too far, you'll get a reaction back the other way. Maybe,
though, what all this is caused by is the fact that Jim Anderton thinks you've gone too far in what your role is, and that actually you're trying to get, you're putting up another line, if you like, an alternative viewpoint to the leader of the party.
Well, what I will represent is